Maga supporters invaded our
Yo, what
HBCU.
is going on over here?
You called the East primitive for what? We created y'all knowledge. We created y'all science. We created y'all math. Y'all didn't do shit besides steal. Y'all didn't do anything to your...
Someone please call 911. I want security, yeah. Without it, I'm at a great loss. Security, yeah. And I want it at any cost. Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. I'm Reese Waters, and this is Racist of the Week, where we explore the stupidity and hypocrisy of discrimination in hopes we can build a more perfect union. And also laugh. As usual, I would like to thank today's sponsor, Racism. And of course, if you have any nominees, you can drop them in the comments. You can email me at admin@reesewaters.com. Now, Donald Trump, you have taken a lot from America in 2025. But when you came for Robitussin, that was a bridge too far. I never would have recovered from that sprained ankle. I just started putting tussin on my bald spot in the back. Huh? Oh, it was Tylenol? Oh, yeah. No, we good. Yeah, flip to the next one. Today's nominee, these cornballs at Tennessee State. Now, over the course of the past year, we have repeatedly spoken in this very space about the intentional provocation of black folk. And then, of course, immediately after Charlie Kirk's death, we saw threats sent specifically to HBCUs. And this is like those two stories had a baby. Huh? No, she didn't take Tylenol when she was pregnant with this one. Maga Fearless Debaters group removed from Tennessee State University campus. The group appeared on Tennessee State University's campus and Make America Great Again hats and signs that read DEI should be illegal. And that's not all. They also had a sign that said deport all illegals. Now, let's break this down. So you showed up to a HBCU in MAGA hats and a sign that said DEI should be illegal. I don't think you were there for the kids. Yeah, it don't really sound like you were there to have an honest flow of ideas. Now, granted, there's a ton more breadcrumbs that lead right back to the stunt that this exactly was, but this out of the gate is pretty hot. I mean, I've never showed up to a date with a sign that says I cheat. What would you be doing that for other than to gain attention for yourself? And of course, we'll circle back around to that. But since you got it, here's a question. Let's start the fearless debate. Why do HBCUs exist? What was the reason for HBCUs? Be careful. You're going to end up in critical race theory. On Tuesday, the Nashville HBCU reported that a group of people unaffiliated with the university appeared on campus around 3 p.m. without prior notice. The group known as Fearless Debaters reportedly appeared on TSU's campus with filming equipment, Make America Great Again hats, and sign that read DEI should be illegal and deport all illegals now. According to the group, TSU was the first HBCU on their Fearless Tour, which aims to bring honest conversation and open debate back to America's college campuses and was inspired by Charlie Kirk. Define inspired. You saw open space to grift. Is that what that? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. A university statement states that any demonstration or protest activity requires advance approval and permitting, which prompted TSU police and staff to escort these individuals off campus, quote, without incident. They also released a statement where they said campus police and staff responded promptly and the individuals were escorted from university grounds without incident. At all times, TSU students conducted themselves in a professional and respectful manner. Well, let's see.
Maga supporters invaded our
What
HBCU.
is going on over here?
You called the East primitive, but what? We created y'all knowledge. We created y'all science. We created y'all math. Y'all didn't do shit besides steal. Y'all didn't do anything to your...
Wait a minute. Is that Sandman? I'm on my knees screaming, pray for me, mama.
I've been kicking people off the Apollo stage for what, 31 years? If you're not good enough, you get booed off the stage. The audience love it.
That's how we debate. You know what I mean? That's exactly how we debate. You know, every debate I've ever had with black people has been at that volume. And the crowd will boo you too. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, the crowd definitely will boo you.
You guys didn't make shit. You guys touch children. You guys fuck.
Showing them the door.
We walking them to the door, y'all. I don't even know how they got on campus. We gonna figure that out, but I don't know. They need to get like a trespass, like penalty or something because.
Sending them off.
Tell him it's that boy. He thought he was gonna come up like Charlie.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
yes.
Say good job, TSU.
Good job. Shout out to my good.
Hey, is that Jabari? Now he said, nah, because he said he owed me $40. He said he ain't left the house. What he doing in Tennessee? I mean, they waved and everything on the way out. And what was it? Professional and respectful manner. There's a lot of jobs when I leave, I don't get a wave goodbye. And I feel empty as I'm exiting the parking lot. And y'all received that. So, hey, don't take it for granted. Following the incident, Cam Higbee, a member of the group, took to X claiming that students, quote, stole our stuff, followed us to the car, and attacked the car, shouting Black Power, and blocked our exit during the riot that erupted on campus. And now we're getting to brass tacks about what this was really, the whole purpose of all of this in the first place. Now, as far as stole your stuff, you guys did show up with ample camera equipment, did you not? I mean, all you gotta do is look at the footage. I mean, if somebody stole, you have all of the footage, okay? You got all of the footage. Also, if you definitely wanted to ensure that all of your stuff was going to remain in your possession, then what you would probably want to do is contact the university and make sure you have the proper permits so they have security there in advance. But then again, that's if you actually were there to have an open, honest debate. But here's what I love though. You called it a riot. You called it a riot. So am I to take that this is what Fox News has been blasting this entire time is angry college students? Is this rises to the level of riot? I just want to make sure.
We walking them to the door, y'all. I don't even know how they got on campus.
Because that's what he said. That's what he said. I just want to make sure this rises to the level of riot because, ooh boy, we can really explore the whole studio space with that one now, can we? Oh yeah. I'm sure Saturday and Sunday will be chock full of them during football season. So we want to talk about riots? Is that what we want to do? Huh? Oh, he said Black Power. He said, I think that, well, what I heard was that was the name of the utilities company down in Tennessee. That's what my cousin told me. After Charlie Kirk's murder, several HBCUs were threatened with violence. Doing something like this in this social climate was a choice to get this specific outcome. You got what you were looking for and got the content you wanted. Grown men bothering teens. That would be grown men bothering teens. Now, wouldn't it? What happened to protect the children, Maga? Oh, wow, that just really goes out the window the darker the tan gets, huh?
So today, Fearless Debates at Fearless Debates Tour tabled at an HBCU, Tennessee State University, and after 10 minutes, a literal riot erupted. That is not what happened. I saw the video. They stole our stuff, followed us to our car, attacked the car, shouted Black Power, and blocked our exit to the campus. Our topic was DEI. Now, they also stated that they had security, which they had one security guard, all right? And they said that their security guard was absolutely incredible. They said, we definitely will need to ramp up security. Did you hear what I just said? We definitely will need to ramp up security for the future because, in bold letters, we're not stopping. Did you hear what I said? We're not stopping. If you feel inclined, it would mean a ton to our entire team, ... I'm not giving the rest of that information to you. For those of you all who think that this shit is okay.
Auntie, thank you so much for that. Does that also mean that the people who attended the first debate at Tennessee State could also travel to the other HBCUs and, get more information about why DEI should be illegal and deporting all of the illegals? Can they go on a tour as well? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. Yeah, ever since COVID, you could do a lot of work remotely.
Because if a group of our folks went over to your community schools and colleges where it is a predominantly white institution, you would lose your mind. There is specific protocol that should be in place for this not to occur. Like, say, for instance, reaching out to the administration or being sponsored by one of the student organizations on campus and not just show up and post up the way that you decided to do and have a conversation, knowing full well that that's not why you are there. Here's what I need y'all to know. They're not going to stop. I told you that yesterday when I first talked about this, when I learned of it and I watched the videos myself, and these students don't want to be bothered. They want to continue to be educated in the community known as Tennessee State University. But here's what I want you all to know. They're not going to stop. And since they're not going to stop, this should put all of us in our communities on alert. We need to be prepared for situations like this. If you have a student who is at a college, you need to make sure that you are reaching out to your HBCU colleges where your students are. Let me rephrase that, and get with the local administration there. This is a red alert. This is a problem. And if we are not careful, it will end up being something that they want to happen anyway. I need us as adults to get on our game, and we need to be reaching out to our communities and to local authorities. We also need to be reaching out to any legal folks that we know, anybody that is in the press, anyone that will listen. And I need you all to pay attention to where these folks are going to go next. Because if they're talking about they had one security and now they're going to have to beef up, baby, I'm telling you now, they're planning. This is strategy. This is a setup. And I need us to be ready.
Now, she was 1,000% correct when she talked about being ready. And I absolutely echo that sentiment. And to the point that she made about why they were actually there in the first place, the Karen energy is so strong in this one. You gotta look, because they couldn't help themselves. They couldn't help themselves. On your own page, we get defund Tennessee State University. It started with one civil conversation at a HBCU. It ended with violence. Wow, violence. Wow. Are you sure that's where you want to set that bar? Are you sure that's where you want to set that bar? Because ooh, I seen them parking lots outside them Trump rallies all last year. Are you sure? Are you sure that's where you want to set the violence bar? And yes, Black MAGAs, this is exactly why I stay on y'all's neck when you want to co-sign respectability politics. Now, going further, we get attacks on the school itself as well as its graduates. Now, that's interesting. I wonder why you would do a thing like that when you really were there for honest debate. That don't seem like, that don't really seem like. So you showed up wanting to help those kids who you feel like are deeply in need of the truth being spread, and your method was MAGA hats and huge placards. And then when they responded, as black people do, when you walk around with MAGA hats and huge placards about DEI should be illegal, you want to call violence and denounce that. Wow, the Karen energy is very strong. Very, very strong. But it's so rare that you see like multiple men engage in this kind of Karen conspiracy. I don't know that we've ever seen that before.
Hey y'all, this is George Cook at African American Reports. Today, these two idiots totally disrespected an HBCU, Tennessee State University, by trying to walk on campus without permission, without filling out any paperwork, and having a Charlie Kirk-style debate about DEI and illegal immigration. Fortunately for them, security got them out of there before anything could happen. Can you imagine what would happen if the Omega/Q dogs had got to these clowns first?
The Q dogs was furious. They did what? Oh, no, because I had a branding appointment. And after that I had to work on my steps. So I was unreachable. My phone was on silent. But man. That's a bad break. Hey Q's, I didn't mean nothing by it. Now we cool. I wasn't a Q, but I'm close to, I'm like a R. I'm close. We good.
Campus police and staff responded promptly, and individuals were escorted from university grounds without incident. At all times, TSU students conducted themselves in a professional and respectful manner. The safety and well-being of our students, faculty, and staff remain our highest priority. TSU will continue to uphold university policies and ensure that campus remains a safe, welcoming, and orderly environment for all members of our community. I want to thank Tennessee State Security for handling the situation properly, Tennessee State University for making sure that their students were safe. I want to give a warning to all you clowns out there who think this is okay. One day security is not going to get there first, and the sports teams or the frat brothers are going to get to you first, and that's not going to end well. Stop playing with us. Goodbye and God bless y'all.
I'm going to be honest. It's important that we share, honestly and truthfully at this time. I don't know if I can go with the respectful manner statement. I don't know if I can go with that one. Now it wasn't warranted. Okay, everything received was asked for. It was just seemed to be, I wouldn't go with professional. I wouldn't, not unless it's a Waffle House.
Why is no one talking about the MAGA supporters/debaters showing up to Tennessee State University today? Tennessee State University is a HBCU. So, of course, these debaters/supporters, they have no affiliation with the school. How they got on campus, no one knows. So, of course, the students that attend there, they will be outraged and screaming and yelling at them, as they should, because why are they there? And one of the signs that they were holding up, it stated DEI is illegal. Again, I hate to make it about race, but this is what it has gotten into. YT people want a race war with blacks so bad. And I pray to God that they do not fall for it. All those students were doing was having a normal day, going to their classes, walking on campus, and for these MAGA supporters to show up with signage and, setting up a table, that is to start nothing but confrontation. And sadly, this country will not change because of who is in the White House. This man does not lead, as we say all the time. Situations like this will continue to happen. This country is a disgrace.
Now, to her point about a race war, this is something that I've been pondering lately, and I think I'm going to spend more time here. What kind of vision does it take to see the powers that be in this country, the people that actually have the ability to affect your life, the people that have the ability to change your future and that of your friends and family, to see those people stack coin after coin after coin after coin, after making excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse for why promises weren't kept. That's something that's happening right in front of your face, but you want to get on a plane and go cross country to go blame black kids at Tennessee State. I just need to know what kind of vision it takes to see the world that way. Is it in those sunglasses? Is it in those wraparound sunglasses? Is that what it takes to look at the world this way? I legitimately, it baffles the mind. It baffles the mind. And you know, far be it for me to ignore what they might have to say for themselves, but it might be helpful here.
Apparently, rabid BLM rioters are respectful and professional, according to Tennessee State University. They're about to get their asses handed to them. Like this is just happening. So Cameron Higbee and the Fearless Debate Tour was just at the Tennessee State University, and a large group of rabid BLM rioters chased them out. Of course, the campus police helped all that they could. They kept Cameron and them safe, but the Tennessee State University put out a statement saying that all of their students acted professionally and respectfully. Now, why would they have to put that statement out if it were, in fact, true? But I'm just going to say they had to turn their comment section off as far as I've seen, because they're getting absolutely fucking roasted. They're getting called on their lies, because many of us, I was watching the live stream as it was happening, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, do I text Cam and say like, bro, stay safe, dude? I didn't. But, yeah, they made it out. But Tennessee State University is classifying rabid rioting behavior as professional and respectful. So, anyways, now that y'all know, go pay a visit to the Tennessee State University and spread the word, because these people definitely deserve to hear from the general public who helps fund their bullshit school.
So let me get this straight. You have his number. You guys communicate. You were watching the stream because he told you to watch the stream. So they had video set up in advance of this ambush appearance at an HBCU with MAGA hats, and DEI should be illegal. And you think that's going to make it sound more legitimate? Why did you even say all of this? Like, I don't want to. Why did you think that was going to legitimize this at all? Like, but then again, I'm asking for logic from racists. So fair enough. My bad. I apologize, MAGA. I set the bar too high. And I said it. Yes, I said it at humanity. I said it too high. That is 100% my bad. And this is where they can't help themselves. She couldn't help herself for admitting to all of that on camera, but they couldn't help themselves after the fact either, because they couldn't wait to run to the news, you know, about the honest, good faith debate that was rejected.
We have absolutely no plans to stop anytime soon. Like, if anything, the events of yesterday have only strengthened our resolve and showed us how important it is that conversations like this be had on college campus. We were all very inspired.
Conservatives are trying to continue his mission of engaging with college students on both sides of the aisle. It's a good thing. And two such conservatives are on what they're calling the Fearless Tour. Well, turns out they had to be escorted off the Tennessee State University campus when a riot broke out. I guess some students apparently are overcome with rage at even the mention of the word debate.
Yo.
Bring the sign back.
It was a slow day, huh? Yeah. It was a real slow day. A lot of Kimmel talk. So you didn't want to get into that at all. So that makes sense. And also you had to pull all them Tylenol commercials. So yeah, I can get how they got, they got bumped up in a way. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Well, congratulations. You helped them achieve their aims. And when it comes to the why behind all of this, because I talk about the stunt that this so clearly was, but the why is actually much more nefarious.
If y'all didn't know, yesterday an odious duo with a bunch of cameras set up shop at TSU. And we're not going to give them any links or bandwidth here, right? It's clearly a provocation. But why? Why would they come onto a black campus to stream, just to kick up hate? In this book, Manifesting Violence, White Terrorism, Digital Culture, and the Rhetoric of Replacement, Kelly and Sipe explain that when someone is immersed in this digital culture of racism, these rhetorical devices transform entertainment into empowered action. In other words, this is a recruitment tool. Only these red hats aren't trying to recruit TSU students, right, who are largely black. They are trying to use TSU students as a recruitment tool to create more racist whites. Because with the right tools, right, with the right TSU student tools, it can become insanely profitable to do this, right? There are scholars who track this money and they'll tell you. In Daniel Byman's book, Spreading Hate, The Global Rise of White Supremacist Terrorism, there's a chapter on social media that discusses how white supremacists deploy platforms like this one, to help their cause, right? They can spread misinformation and they can take advantage of monetization by couching their harmful rhetoric in these familiar formats like just asking questions or free speech, lol, right? And streaming hours of it. And of course, the social media companies make money off of it too. Everyone's a winner except the rest of us. Byman writes, quote, videos are more visceral than words, and many of those radicalized cite online videos as essential to the process. In addition, through videos, potential recruits learn the jargon of white supremacy, not just how to think like a white supremacist, but how to act like one. Make no mistake, right? TSU students were victims of a hate crime here. You don't come into someone's house and then tell them that they aren't people and then live stream their reactions on a channel whose sole purpose is monetization while feeding viewers into hate group pipelines, okay? That's what this is. Anyway, here are my sources. Pause now and get reading.
Ah, that's right. That is right. And if you needed any more evidence to the clear recruitment tool that this was, look no further than their own words as they were walking away.
What are they even teaching at Tennessee State? This place kind of is just crazy. Wow, these people are not educated very well. All they know is attack, steal, and hurt us. Apparently there's a screwdriver brain today, so, somebody was planning on using it to stab us, which is not good. So we're risking our lives out here, honestly. What the heck? Any thoughts, Bima? Where's Ted? He's back there with security and more cops. What do you think?
They proved our sign right. DEI should be illegal.
That proves that DEI should be illegal? Really? Because anything else you want to put in there? That proves that DEI is illegal and that hot dog is a sandwich. Yep. And also, the 5th season of Martin was highly underrated. That proves all of that. And we're not respecting OKC's championship. I threw that one in. I threw that one in. The basketball season coming up, I had to. So congratulations to these cornballs at Tennessee State. You are our racist of the week. But before you go, I gotta talk to your people. Hey, Maga. Yeah. I got a question. So, Charlie Kirk, right? Saint Charlie Kirk. I know. I've seen the AIs. Yeah. So Charlie Kirk has inspired them to start walking around in a MAGA hat and doing debates on college campuses and creating stunts and going to the news and all of that. And look, I understand about the sword fight that's been happening to take Charlie Kirk's spot. I just want to know how y'all, this seems like a clear, blatant Charlie Kirk grift right here. Did they register the grift? I know they didn't register the permit. Did they register the grift? I didn't think so. I didn't think so. They didn't let y'all know in advance. They didn't let Tennessee State know in advance. They didn't let y'all know in advance how they was going to grift off Charlie Kirk. Handle that. Handle that. You know what I mean? Out of respect for him. If they're not going to do no better than this. This was, you know what I mean? This ain't even like, you got like all the different Jordan impersonators. This is Harold Miner. You know what I mean? This ain't Kobe, Vince Carter. No, this is Harold Miner right here. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. And I want to give you a quick warning moving forward. You may look at the runtime of my videos and see a 2 or maybe even a 1.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Boy, ain't no waiting, boy.
I can't do it, player. I can't do it. No, I need a hard 30 because I put you on so that my granny can go to sleep. And I need a hard 30 so that I can sneak out the house. I can't do the 15 and the 20 and the 25. Nah, that don't work for me.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Well, I listened to you guys when you told me that you wanted more content.
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
That don't make sense. That don't make sense. Anybody else? No, that is literally the opposite of what you said. Wait a minute. Are you doing the MAGA thing? He doing the MAGA thing when he say something and he mean the complete opposite. You ain't slick.
Wrong.
Well, part of my thought process in determining what videos to make is whether or not I can get a whole episode out of it. So in many instances, there are so many videos that could have been made that didn't because I needed them to be a certain length. And quite frankly, that's stupid. And it makes me feel cold on the inside.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Not as cold as I'ma be if I'm stuck in the house with Granny. I can tell you that right now. Well, look, hey, if you said it's gonna be more content, that means it's gotta be more videos, huh? That's what you said.
I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
So that means there will be more videos. So there'll be more BOGO days where I release multiple videos on a single day, as I just did this past weekend. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and you turn on your notifications because you won't want to miss these premieres. And I'm also working on an audio feed, which is, by the way, already set up over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Reese Waters. So those of you that are interested in a podcast format can get that content that way as well. I can work with that. No, I can work with that. Yeah, because I can put on the audio and they can just roll from one episode to the next. So that's cool. So no, we good. But you still ain't told me why your mustache is sitting so far from your lip.